Corey Millsap, aka the dopest EA, and I gotta be quick. Got my son sleep and my daughter sleep, so I got a small window of time to give y'all some free game. We've had a lot of people reach out asking about how they can reduce the money that they owe at the end of the year. They want to reduce how much money they have to pay during tax season. So I'm gonna show y'all this free tool that the IRS provides to help you reduce your taxable liability for tax season. Check this out. All right, this is called the tax withholding estimator provided by who? The IRS. So the purpose of this is to help you reduce your taxable income or your tax liability by the end of the year, so you're not surprised for having to pay like a high tax bill overall. So as you can see how it works, this tool is used to estimate your federal income tax withholding, see how your refund, take home pay, or tax due is affected by the withholding amount, and choose an estimated withholding amount that works best for you. And the results are as accurate as the information you enter. So you want to make sure that you get the information as accurate as possible to ensure that when you do file your taxes at the end of the year, it's not far off from what you see here. Now, what you need to have ready for this is you need to have your pay stubs for every job that you've held for the year, including your spouse's jobs, any type of other income that you had. So any side hustles you got, side jobs, self-employment, investment, retirement, all that stuff, and your most recent tax return. Disclaimer, don't use this tool if you have a pension but no job. So then you'll estimate your tax withholding on the W-4P if you have non-resident alien status or if your tax situation is complex. So that means if you have alternative minimum tax, long-term tax gain, so that's investments over a year, or qualified dividends. Now let's hop into it. So as you can see here, you got the information about you. So this is what was your filing status for last year. Okay. I know that can be complex for some individuals. So whatever you were on the last day of the year, so December 31st at 11:59 and 59 seconds, whatever your filing status was at that point will be your filing status for last year. So let's just say you have it's just you, single parent, you have 2 kids, right? So you go head of household. So the next question is, do you or will you have a job that regularly withholds federal income taxes from your paycheck? Yes. Okay. And then you want to make sure you select what applies to you. So I will be 65. No. I am blind. And no. I plan to claim dependents on my tax return. Yes. Okay. So again, I said I have 2 kids. All right. So now it's asking you about income and withholding. So how many jobs will you have had this year in which federal income tax is regularly withheld, including this year's past, present, and expected future jobs? The first one has been added for you. So, whatever your main job is, boom, it's already on there, right? So let's say you work 2 jobs, okay? So then I'll put it, boom, 2. And then you see it as the second income source. But just to keep it simple, I'm just going to do 1, okay? And let's say I have a salary job, okay? So salary, and then you'll need to answer the questions that come up. So what best describes when you earn income from this job? Okay. So I've made income from this job all year. So I was employed at the beginning of the year at this job, and I was employed at the end of the year with the same job, right? Or I got the job during the year. So I've only had it for a portion of the year. I had this job earlier this year. So, let's say I worked the first half of the year, then I left that job for whatever reason. Or I do not hold this job yet, but I expect to start this job later this year. So you may have like a contract proposal that they said, hey, your start date will be March 31st, right? So you can just go ahead and start anticipating that going forward. So let's just keep it simple. Say I had the job for a year, okay? How frequently are you paid? So let's say the average is every 2 weeks, right? So say I get paid every 2 weeks. When did your most recent pay period end? So we look at this. I'm going to say January 6th. And what was the amount that I made? Let's just say I made 1,875. Okay. It's my first payment for the year. So it's going to say 1,875. Okay. Based on the information provided, it looks like your expected annual income for this job is 48,000. Okay. That works. Yes. Okay. Now, how much in federal taxes? So I'm just going to take 10% of what I made here. So I'm just going to say 188. And then let's say 10% of all of that is, let's say 4,870. Okay. Now, this is great right here because it's asking you select any that applies for this job. You contribute to a 401k. Don't include a Roth 401k, just a regular 401k. I contribute to a health insurance plan, health savings account, or a flexible spending account. I'm getting a bonus or all that, right? So now, all of this, these are deductions, right? So this also helps you with your tax planning for the year. So let's say you click this one, it's going to have you input that amount to help you plan accordingly. Click this one, so on and so forth, right? Okay. Do you have any other sources of income, or have you made any estimated tax payments? Okay, so estimated tax payments you make quarterly, but I'm just going to say no, we didn't have any of that. If you did, you'll input that. Again, the more accurate information you provide, the better this tool works for you. Okay, this is more tax planning. So these are adjustments to income. So if you're ever looking at different ways to save money, these are they're giving you the tips. But let's just say we don't have any of these. So no adjustments entered. Okay, I do plan to take the standard deduction. Okay, so none of this really matters because I'm not itemizing. Now, if you do itemize and your itemization comes above this 27.7, then I definitely recommend you itemizing. All right, so enter the age that the kid will be on December 31st, 2023. Okay, so I'm going to say 1. I'm going to add the other child. I'm going to say 6. All right, dependent care credit. I'm going to say 2. Let's say for daycare, I spent a total of 5,000. Oh, the little man's waking up. Yeah. Earned income tax credit. So we got 2. Adoption, I didn't adopt anybody. So, okay, again, all this is tax planning. If you had any type of, let's say you're an expatriate, so you live outside the States, or you live outside the States for any point in time, and you have income coming in from other countries as well, then this could apply. These are educational credits, right? Retirement savers credit. So again, you want to look into all of these to see how you can benefit from those. All right. And then loading. The results, boom. Okay. So if you do not change your withholding, you are likely to get a refund of 9,575. Or excuse me, you're likely to get a refund. This is your estimated tax withholding. This is your estimated refundable credits, and your projected refund is, wow, 13,345. And this again changes based off of what you input. All right. Now, let's say that for some reason you're not happy with the projected refund. What you can do is you can come down here and then scroll it back, right? So let's say, I don't want $13,000 in a refund. I want to make that money when I'm supposed to make the money whenever I get paid, right? So let's do, so 9,100. Your job annual pre-tax wages, 48,750. So it says in order for you to achieve this amount, you'll need $11 withheld from each check, which is $177 less than your current tax code. And see, it just breaks down the scenario for you to achieve the optimal results. So you don't have to try and play it by ear. And again, they give you more steps right here. So this is all for 2023, this year going forward, right? So this is for you to estimate your taxes going forward. Okay, example number two. So let's say you got married on January 1st, 2023. Okay. So you're going to be married filing jointly. Do you or your spouse have federal or jobs that withhold federal income tax? Yes. Okay. No, neither one of us is 65. Neither one of us is blind. Okay. I can be claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. So no, I plan to claim dependents on my tax return. Yes. All right. Let's go next. So again, it's going to ask you for your income sources. So for both of you all. So the first person, whoever the primary taxpayer is, that's their first source of income. If your spouse has a job, then yeah, you can click two. And again, so let's say it's salary. We have the job all year. We get paid. I'm gonna make it simple. Once a month. Okay. The most recent pay period, let's say, was Monday, and I got paid. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna say 5,000. Okay. A little man waking up. Okay, hurry up. Okay. Wages to date, $5,000. Okay. So based on this, I'm estimated to make about 60,000 for the year. Yes. Okay. Federal taxes. So we're just gonna take 10% out of that. So we're gonna say $500 for that pay period. Okay. And then that's gonna be 500. All right, buddy. All right, here I come. Here I come. All right. Okay. Let's say again, no 401k, no health savings account or flexible spending account. Let's say I did get a bonus though, or I got the bonus. Bonus amount. Let's say it's a $10,000 sign-on bonus. Okay, then my second source of income. So this is again salary. Put the same information in. A year. Okay, once a month. Okay, now let's say my spouse most recent pay stub happened at the same time. Let's say we work at the same place and we both make $5,000 there, $5,000 there. So they're gonna say 60. Yep, that's right. They took 500 in taxes, 500 in taxes for the year so far. My spouse didn't get a bonus, and we're just gonna keep it pushing from there. None of that's going to apply because we didn't have any of that, or we haven't set any of that up. Okay, I'm gonna take the standard deduction. Tax credits, right? So again, let's say we have three kids. Okay, let's say that we got three qualifying kids, and we spent $12,000 in child care expenses. Say that's for the three kids right there. We have three kids that qualify for the earned income tax credit. And next, our results. So, based off of everything, our expected tax withholding and our anticipated tax obligation, we're going to get a refund of $2,079. Okay. So again, you can play with it, input numbers, forecast what you should expect on your tax return. Now, if you don't understand credits and deductions, I definitely recommend you sit down with a tax professional, whether it be an enrolled agent, a tax professional, CPA, an accountant, or somebody that is actually knowledgeable in taxes, and have them guide you through the process. Now, if you need assistance with tax planning a little bit more in depth outside of this IRS tool, then hit us up. All right. Well, appreciate you tuning in. Again, this is the IRS tax withholding estimator. Yeah, let us know what you think. Hopefully, this puts more money back in your pocket. And we wish you a healthy, wealthy 2023. All right.